Welcome in, folks. Welcome in. I am your host, A2Cade. It is Monday. I know Mondays suck, but hey, we'll do a daytime stream, get in some extra stream time, hang out with you guys, and for those of you that are in the EU region, hey, good evening and all that good stuff. For you guys that are in the NA with me, if you're skipping work or whatever have you, don't worry, we won't tell the bosses, but we appreciate you guys lurking and hanging out and all that good stuff. Again, huge thank you to everybody catching VODs either here or on YouTube. Just lurking in the channel, the folks that have rated us, the folks that have, given us shout outs, bits, subscriptions, you guys name it. You guys are awesome. And, hey, I just want to take a moment at the beginning of the stream just to, say thank you and, let you guys know that I appreciate every single one of you and you guys are valued. And, I hope you guys keep coming back. Hope you guys, share A2K, with your friends, family, whatever have you, fellow gamers. Hey, get us out there. Help us spread the word, some good vibes and all that good stuff. And, hey, hopefully we'll grow this community bigger and bigger and bigger. And, hey, we'll all have some fun together. So without further ado, we are going to do some Panzerkampf, this afternoon. And then, we'll go from there. What we're going to do tonight for our regularly scheduled stream, not 100% sure. Working on, some stream things behind the scenes and all that. I had to do some technical work, adjust volumes and all this good stuff. But yeah, we should be good to go. Anyhow, without further ado and me blabbing away here, we will we'll continue on to our game. Okay, there we go. And again, Cold War section's not open yet, but we got World War II. Hey, we moved up a league. Awesome sauce. Okay. Bing bong. I placed second in the tournament. That's cool. Bing bong bing. Let's get here. And again, thank you everybody for tuning in and all that good stuff. Twiddling weavers. Let's go. Okay. So I think we are good to go. Double checking. Apparently hopefully this straightens out here. I think we might be good. Okay, we look good. If anybody's getting any lags or, spinny circles, let me know. And, we'll go from there. But, so far, knock on wood, we're good. All right, so let's get our free dailies. Get some free gold. 4 pieces. Thank you. And we'll see our daily orders. Buy 1 upgrade, 3 battles, destroy 3 tanks. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, 1 upgrade. Bada bing bing bing. I think we have a gunner. There we go. Let me know if the game volume is too low, too high, whatever have you. I've been trying to adjust things and make things better. Because OBS be OBS, and so we're trying to avoid the BS of the OBS and all that good stuff. All right, so we got an upgrade. So there we go. So 3 battles, 3 tanks. All right, so we'll take out our KV1 and then we go. And just to confirm, last time we were going to stream this, there was some technical difficulties and we couldn't connect to the battles, so we ended up doing World of Warships instead. But I was able to confirm at a later time that there was a service outage on their end. So that's what happened. That's why we couldn't connect to battles. But these things happen. It wasn't like the end of the world, so we're good to go. Okay, so I'm gonna go down over here, cross through this field. What's going on, Jarhead? Hopefully the sound is a little bit better. Hey. I've had to, like I said, I separated some things, adjusted some things, so hopefully it's a little bit more comfortable. How's everything with you, Jar? Oh. There we go. Like gun depression's not really good right now. Okay, we blocked the Panzer 38 shot. Damn, he bounced me. Come on. There we go.
I know who I am. I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
That dude. That dookie dude. Bad allergies got to take some antihistamine. Yeah, a lot of people are getting that right now this time of year. I think it's just everybody's been like kind of like forcefully cooped up for some reason or another, and I think that's kind of, you know, where everybody's at. Oh, smart cookie. Oh, damn it. Really, dude? You've been like a shoe fly. There we go. I got my track. It's okay. We're gonna get his tank. Oh. Oh, nice. Caught him on fire and took him out. Bing, 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 bong. I wanted to go fishing, but these allergies are like, nope, yeah. Kind of hard to fish when you're, you know, if you're sneezing, you don't want to hook yourself in the hand. It wouldn't be a good thing. There we go. Victory. We got 2 out of the 3 tanks. That's okay. Let's get a shout out for our buddy Jar. There you go. Folks, if you haven't yet, please give our friend Jarhead a follow. Say, you know, fellow streamer, great dude. Can't go wrong. Give him a follow. It's free. Spread some good vibes and all that wonderful stuff. So, hey, there you go. Spear of Steel. Damaging highest number of enemy vehicles in a battle. Okay, cool. All right. Let's go again. Having fun in that. No worries, Jar. It's a given. We like to share, shout out good people, share the love, you know. So it's just what we do. So again, thank you everybody for tuning in, even if you're just quietly lurking, you know, while you're working. It's all good. We won't tell the boss that you're playing hooky. Lancastrian, how's it going? Good afternoon. Good evening to you. Oh. There we go. I don't get why he's shooting at me and not the Sherman in front of him. Okay, I'm gonna switch to HE. Gotcha. All right, what do we got? Ooh. Okay, switch back to regular ammo. Regular AP. I will say for sure that these tanks definitely have a realistic feel to them. It's not like a fluid kind of motion. Like you can feel like it's weird to say, but it's almost like you can feel like a weight on them. There we go. Now we're breaking through. Got him. We're bouncing. I think I might have to swap to HE again. Yeah, we'll just swap to HE. Double click. Our buddy's in the way. There we go. He was highlighted. There we go. I was gonna say, if they didn't have him on that shot, like, come on. See if you can guess where this movie line came from. Can I have 10,000 marbles, please? Can I have 10,000 marbles, please? No, no. Animal House. Okay, yeah. Oh, that was what's his name? James Belushi. They put them on the road. I just remember the scene, the guy's playing the guitar and he just like, it's like, oh yeah, let me seize it. Hops over, grabs it, and just starts smashing the crap out of it. That and didn't he like smash his face and like spit mashed potatoes all over everybody? I want to check the game volume on this. I wonder if the game volume is any good, because I'd okay, game audio's not too loud. Okay, not too quiet, I suppose. So everybody just lurking, playing hooky from work, or what's going on here? And type away, be like, "Hey, how are your guys' days going? You know, what's new? What's exciting?" Ooh, look at that hole right through his freaking armor. I love that. Oh, we didn't pen that one. Oh, not in the... Oh, just below the collar. There we go. I'll make the gunner in there not happy. Okay, I was gonna say, come on, guys. Gun depression. Got him right on the back wheel. Blocking these shots like a champ. Putting holes through your lower plate. Somebody finished him off. Bummer. Of course, gotta be Jarhead. Yep, balls in the jaws. The only thing I wish is they had a more of a zoom. Almost makes me want to like think of a mod or something that kind of increase the zoom. I hope it doesn't come down to that. Like, I hope they natively put it in. Just creature comforts. We're gonna switch over to HE now. Not penning this guy. There we go. Okay, hold him there. There we go. There we go. Now we're starting to pen. Oh, come on. Just a little low there. Just missed that. Just missed that. See, that's part and parcel why I wish there was like a better zoom. So, like, you know, when you're blind as a bat, like some of us, you can aim a little bit better. It's just, you know, a quality of life, creature comfort. That and like cruise control. I was watching Sophie play this. I'm just like, oh, I went to hit the cruise control, but they don't have it. And I'm like, I had the same thought. And I'm like, yeah, I already put that through to the devs. I'm like, give us a cruise control. What was that guy shooting at? Okay. I don't know. Odd. I think it really means marbles in the jar. Oh, okay, let's see here. Twitch by far more entertaining than TV. Oh, I appreciate it. Jar found it. Oh God. Loud enough to hear it, low enough to hear you clearly. Okay, cool. Cool. Cool, 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 cool.
In the fuck knuckles is this?
I don't know. Quinn was getting chicken attacked. So I'm like, okay. I try to change up the sound. I'm like trying to change up the sound stuff a bit, like just rewards that maybe are sound things or channel point stuff that people aren't really using that much, swap them out for something different. So you'll see like new things come in, and then you'll see things that bravo, the poi pois. So yeah, you'll see new things come in, and then eventually old stuff will fall out as, like if it's not being used, like why do we, it's obviously not a fan favorite, so we'll swap it out, and hopefully we'll find, things that, people enjoy in general, and, there we go. We can mix it up. But the limit on the zoom is far more real. True. In real life, you can only see so far, even with powerful binos. No, I mean, I agree. Like, I mean, I understand from a realistic standpoint, you know what I mean? Like, I get the vision that they're trying to have for this. On the same token, they have to make it comfortable for their players. You know what I mean? And they have to, like, at the end of the day, there's going to be some balancing. There has to be some balancing. You can be as ultra realistic as possible. But in that case, you're going to have, some tanks that are going to be, way more powerful than other tanks. So you have to find that happy balance between, as real as possible, but balanced, because you want your players to enjoy the game. I mean, can you imagine like a Luch steady, having to have only AP and try to pen what do you call it, an M3 Lee head on constantly? Like that's it. That's all you get. You would rage. Like nobody would play the German tanks, period. But by obviously balancing it and having realistic, stuff to it, and obviously formulating tactics and stuff, it kind of evens things out. But I don't know. It's one of those creature comforts that, I think at the end of the day, a zoom. I mean, you still have to make your shot. So whether you have a zoom or you don't have a zoom, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if they were going to go ultra realistic, then you wouldn't have a zoom period. You would just have your binoculars, like whatever they are. Like there's no zoom on them. You know what I mean? You're focused or you're not focused. That's basically it. So you look through your viewport and Bob's your uncle, whatever view range you had, and that was it. And it was based obviously off of, the human eye a lot. So, let's say you had, I don't know, a 4x magnifier on your binocs. Okay, well that wouldn't be the same for every nation, because every nation has a different like viewport or binocs, whatever have you. So you couldn't balance it just from that standpoint. Like, you see the nuance it gets into. So it can get a little dicey. So again, just trying to find that happy balance. And for me, it's, if they don't put it in, then they don't. It is what it is. Like I was saying, for me as a creature comfort, like having a cruise control is good, because then I don't have to sit there and ride my W key forever, and like potentially wear it out that much sooner, because every game out there's WASD, right? So the less wear and tear I can put on those keys, hey, the better. So putting a cruise control isn't going to, especially at the start of a match, isn't really going to kill the realism. For me, the zoom, not really going to kill the realism. It just makes it more inclusive. It just prevents people from going and putting on mods. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. For those of us that have played World of Tanks forever, you go on Twitch. Like, we'll just use Twitch as an example. Go on Twitch. 90% of the Twitch people out there that are playing World of Tanks have some sort of mod on, and it's Aslan's. And why? Because there's creature comforts that they want. They want to be able to change the reticule to whatever they want. They want to be able to change like the zoom beyond the standard zoom. They like, there's all, they want the HP of each tank displayed, or like they want to see how many points they need to get to the next mark of excellence. There's all these little creature comforts, you know what I mean? Like, even just an armor profile like they have in this game. In World of Tanks, you need like battle hits, or tomato GG, or you need some other source to get basic information, which kind of makes me laugh, because they have it in World of Warships. You can see an armor layout. So why they haven't transitioned that over to World of Tanks, especially since the game's like, what, 14, 15 years old now? It just surprises me. But at the end of the day, the less that your players want to go and add a mod, the better, because then you're running the risk of people running nefarious mods as well. Not to say that they wouldn't do it anyway, but you know what I mean? It just, I don't know. For me, it's a creature comfort. At the end of the day, I mean, the game as it is now, it doesn't have a bigger zoom. It doesn't have cruise control. I still play it. I still enjoy it. It's just like, if you asked me as a player what some of my wish list items are, like some of the things that I would say, hey, what would make your gameplay experience, better? Well, okay, well, I'm not as youthful as I used to be, hence the lenses. My eyes aren't what they used to be. So having that zoom, hey, it accommodates me. It helps me play. It doesn't give me an unfair advantage over anybody else, because I'm not saying give it to me and nobody else. I'm saying give it to everybody. So, it's not like I'm getting an advantage over anybody else. And then the cruise control, that's just like, so I don't have to sit here and ride the W key forever. I can just hit, for example, the R key or the F key or whatever, right? Like, and then I can go forward and leave it there. So then it'll drive until I stop it. So it's just little quality of life things that for me as a player, if I had a wish list, that's what I would ask for. but it's not game breaking, and it's not gonna like turn me off from the game if they don't put it in. And I at the end of the day, I mean, like I said, I get the realism aspect of it, but there's got to be a happy medium between realism and people. Shit, keep missing this guy, and you know, keeping your player base happy. I mean, if they wanted to go pure realism, I mean, half of the tanks that are in the game now wouldn't perform the way they perform. I mean, we at least can agree on that aspect. I mean, they've already buffed. Was it the PZ-38's been buffed? The PZ-3 has been buffed. You know, again, and that's simply to make it so that way, you know, people want to play the German tanks, especially the earlier tiers. Like once you get to the higher tier stuff, then yeah, of course you have what you have. But you know, the lower tier German tank experience, from what it was compared to what it is now, yeah, night and day. And the buff was again to make the player base happy, because that was the biggest one of the biggest complaints I seen was the German tanks were definitely outmatched. I mean, it was to the point where people were like, "Oh, can there be a mix between German and Soviet tanks, and not just Soviet and U.S. versus German?" Because it's basically like two nations onto one, right? So there was an argument over that being made. So it's crazy. Yeah, I don't think they're going to enable modding, but I mean, it's one of the things about modding. I mean, especially in the gaming industry, whether or not you enable it or allow it, you know, it takes resources to completely prevent it. I mean, you look at games that have anti-cheats out there. I mean, okay, case in point, Call of Duty. Let's just call a spade here. Call of Duty. They say they have an anti-cheat on. I mean, it's about as effective as using a sieve as a dam. I mean, yeah, you might catch one or two here or there, but you know, you're steadily hearing, you know, there's cheaters in the game, and it's nonstop. Even World of Tanks. I mean, there's videos out there where there's just clear cut cheating. You know, some of it is mods, some of it's just, you know, player activity. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things. I'm content with the sniper view range as is. It's the same for everyone after all. No, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not, like, for the sniper view range, like I said, if they asked me, oh, hey, you know, would you be against having this for everybody? No, it wouldn't bother me whether they leave it as is or they add, you know, extra zoom options. Like, so you could go to like settings, and then there'd be like general settings for everybody, where you could have like, you know, let's say your standard zoom is like times 4 or 8 or whatever it is. You can enable times 16 as well. So you just use your scroll wheel and you can get an extra notch in. I mean, if they did that, great. If they don't, no skin off of my back either way. It was, just more of a, like I said, more of a comfort thing, not really a demand or a need. It's just, hey, if it was there, it'd be nice. And, if it was available to everybody, I think people would use it. Whether or not anybody does, here nor there. But I mean, they have it in World of Tanks. They have up to a 25 times zoom, just natively in the settings, and then you can use Aslans, and then you can go. I mean, it's crazy. Agreed. There has to be some balance for the sake of good gameplay, and that's at the end of the day, that's what it is, right? So while I get the essence of realism that they're going for, and I respect that, you know what I mean? Do I think it's a realistic goal that you can put into the games? I'm more inclined to say no than yes, and the reason being is just simply because what we've already seen in game that's happened, especially with the German tanks. So it's just, at the end of the day, as long as your game's balanced, if you can keep it realistic, as realistic as possible, but still maintain true balance, people are going to respect the game. People are going to want to play the game. People are going to come and play the game because you've given them something that, at least in this kind of sphere, is lacking. Like at this point, as long as you basically don't become wargaming, you're good. And it's fucked up to say. And it's unfortunate for wargaming because they've only had their player base scream at them for like 10, 15 years. And it's only now that, it appears that they're starting to look at things. Let me back off a bit. Ooh, just over his head. Take him out. Like, I'll still play a couple of matches here or there, World of Tanks, just to see, if there's any change or if it's still the same or anything like that. Like, I started out streaming World of Tanks. For me, it's just it's unfortunate the direction that they've taken. I don't agree with it, and all I can do is let my voice be heard by just not engaging, not playing it. I mean, when you're wargaming and you're making $1 billion a year, and you continue to make that money, you're going to think that you're not doing anything wrong. Meanwhile, you go into every single one of their streams and somebody's bitching about the matchmaker. And they swore up and down and stomped their feet and everything. It's like, no, matchmaker's fine, da-da-da-da-da. And lo and behold, what are they doing? They're adjusting the matchmaker and testing it on one of their servers. Why? Because now they're hemorrhaging players left, right, and center. Now they're like, oh shit, hey, we need to do something here. Same thing. People were screaming, oh, we want more maps. Whether or not that's been accomplished or not is, here nor there, personal opinion into it and all that good stuff. But, there's been, I know there's I don't want to say a new map because it's kind of new, but it's like they've taken an existing map and then kind of extended it, and they've locked it to certain tiers. So I guess for argument's sake, we can say, they've done some new maps. Are they anywhere near where they need to be with it? No. So again, they've been stuck in their ways, and, instead of listening to the player base earlier, and saving a lot of them, they've just made bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. And yeah, it's bad. And it's frustrating because, I enjoyed the game. Part of me still does. Part of me still wishes that, they would get their crap together. I mean, the RNG thing is another thing that I could go on. But, I mean, I don't want to spend, hours shitting on a game that, at the end of the day, hey, some people love and they still play. And like I said, I still play time and time again, and all I can do is hope that things will change for the better. And if not, then sad to say, but I'm sure they'll keep doing what they're doing, and whether or not they survive another 10, 15 years, we'll see. What is this guy doing? Like, that shot right there, I couldn't have made in World of Tanks. Oh, damn it. Come on. How are you? Come on, guys. There we go. Thank you. There we go. Watt has put too much dev resource into cartoon skins, paint schemes, etc., while neglecting things that matter. No, and I agree. I agree. I'm like, I don't agree with some of their marketing choices. Okay, you take World of Warships, for example. You have two commanders in there that it's so stereotypical, and it's like, I get it. Like, as a dude, it's like, okay, cool. As a parent of two daughters, it's like, okay, no. Like, I have a different perspective. Obviously I'm not as youthful as I used to be also. And I'm not, trying to yuck on anybody's yum or be like the old guy sitting on the porch. But it's just like, do you have to feed into the stereotypes? Like, why? Like, it's like, we know what you're doing. Like, just to stop sugarcoating it, stop BSing it. You're trying to sell sex, basically, on your game. You know, you have gambling boxes, you know, you make your commanders, you sexualize them like to a ridiculous degree. Like, let's be honest, like, you know, hey, there's some people that are into that shit. You know, they get their kicks off of, you know, the anime woo furry kind of thing. Yeah, you know what, dude, you do you. I mean, hey, I don't care. I don't judge. What you do is what you do. But it's just kind of like you do this and then you say, oh, your game is like rated, you know, whatever for, you know, for kids. And it's not. Like I've seen games that I've played before for years. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you know, cool, no problem. And then I just seen like, I don't know, it's like how can I put this? It's like discovering like the dark web, so to speak. You know what I mean? Or stumbling across like like websites or like certain websites. Um you know, and it's just like, okay. But like just in general open kind of like social areas in games, and I'm like looking at what's going on and I'm like, this is like it's like I can't sugar it's basically like role playing prostitution, and I'm like, what the I'm like, what? And what makes it even worse, is like there's people who will like, if your character looks a certain way, there's people who will literally look at your character and send you a private message or a DM or an in-game mail or whatever, some form of private communication in game, and then they'll be like, oh, you know, going on about how your character looks, and it's like, dude, it's pixels. Like it's computer generated. Like I'm like, just tell me you're a creepy fucking cringe lord, you know, and like, you know, Chris Hansen should be outside your fucking house without telling me that's the case. It's just like, and these are games that like I've played for years, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know. And then you come across this shit and you're like, what the and these are games that, like, you know, because you're, as a parent, you know, like, I mean, your kids see you playing games and then they're like, oh shit, I'm getting like mashed here. They're, you know, obviously, where the fuck is this guy? He's off my view range. I'm getting smashed here. But, you know, there's games that they see you play and they're like, oh, I want to play it too. So you're like, yeah, okay. Oh, there's the sneaky. Shit. I know. I went into a tangent. I don't know how the hell we got there. Squirrel brain, I guess.
Наш бой закончен, и мы победили.
22 hit points left. Oh, my team carried for sure. Yeah. I deflected the most, didn't do the most damage though. I had to pull back. I was just getting smashed. I couldn't see that one German tank off on the side, and he was lighting me up. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Oh, let's get our daily battle. There we go. So our dailies are complete. We got our free offer. Okay. So now we're just playing for giggles. All right. Let's I got 5s I need to upgrade too. All right, we'll play with the Sherman. We'll go there. McGandy, it's going good. It's going good. How's it going with you? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate that. Some people can't separate game world from the real world, unfortunately. No, I mean, and that's the way it is, you know? Like it for me, it's interesting because you have that change in perspective. You know, like I have to admit, like before having kids, like my thought processes and stuff like that was different. But since having kids, it just I don't know, it changes you. You get a different perspective. And obviously, you know, with age becomes experience, and you know, you see things and you kind of know where they're gonna go. Because it's like, okay, you've been down that path before.
Enemy sighted.
Okay, let's see if we can cross and cut these guys off. There we go.
Enemy sighted.
Oh, a little too much angle on that. There we go. So okay, obviously somebody's pushing behind and can't control their tank, or it's a bot.
Enemy sighted.
Or this Dexter guy's just trolling.
We're hit. Target destroyed.
I have to admit, I like the gun handling on this. Feels very smooth and fluid for like sniping.
Enemy tank destroyed. Enemy sighted.
Damn, I missed that shot. There we go. And then we blocked his. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I struggle with the KV2. I found it tough to play. Love the KV1 though. Really? KV2? You had problems with it? I love that tank. That's just it's just great. I think the only issue that for me is the velocity of the shell. Sometimes like I realize I don't realize it needs just that little bit more of travel time, which can get me into trouble. But once you hit a sweet spot on a tank with that thing, like oh my god, you can hit what I think I've seen hits at like what 380 HP, and I'm not even like I don't even think I'm fully maxed. Am I fully maxed on that? Yeah. So like 331 I'm supposed to hit with, and like I'm seeing like 375 and change. So I'm definitely hitting a sweet spot and getting a bonus out of it. So but then again it can suck when you're like you go to smack somebody and you get only like 80. You're like, oh. So yeah, doing good so far. Today was the Easter Monday holiday. Tomorrow it's a working day again. Yes, same for us over here. So are you enjoying your as the folks in the UK would say your bank holiday? Okay, there, there. You got to go and say hello to everybody. I know. There. Yes. You've made your appearance. Okay. Can are we done? Can we stop? Really?
Let's go.
Yorkshire Terriers, what? You're a big suck pup. This is going to be fun. Handicapped. But you obviously see he just does not care. It's all about him.
Enemy sighted.
Okay. I got to put you down.
Enemy sighted.
Otherwise, everybody and their mother's going to be screaming.
Enemy sighted.
The bounce on this gun is for real when you're like, you're moving forward or whatever. Okay, if I bounce this, I'm going to switch. Okay, good.
Target destroyed.
Oh, right through the mantlet. Oh, you got KV2'd. Oh, somebody's hitting me pretty hard. Yeah. He's at 3. Blocking a shot, so it's good.
Target destroyed.
Damn it, they're penning now.
We're badly damaged. Target destroyed.
Damn, should have zoomed in.
Enemy tank destroyed.
There we go. Take him out. Come about. I will admit it's kind of nice having a 4-day weekend, but then you go back to the grind and you're like, oh, do I really want to go back?
Target destroyed.
Because that's the worst thing. You just get comfortable with time off, and then all of a sudden you got to go back in again, and you're like, oh. You're like, oh, I got to go back to the office again. This sucks. Okay, so we have 5s we need to upgrade. All right, let's do this 5. Oh. Okay. Spend a little upgrading here. Okay, get the firepower going. Gunner. She gonna need it. Okay, loader, definitely. Commander, because we want to see. Driver. Oh wait, we can get out of Dodge quick, and then we'll do radio operator. Okay, good enough. And then do all we can as far as vehicle hit points. And mobility will do 1. Okay, good. We're silver broke, but we upgraded this quite a bit, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Oh, Twitch ad breaks. Sorry for whoever's in those ads. Twitch be twitching. But the good thing is they're once an hour and they're over with. It's usually about 2 minutes past the hour they start. And they're good for about 3 minutes, and then you're good for another hour. So, figured just do them like a Band-Aid. Get it over with. Yeah. Panzer 4. That's what we're playing. Yep. We got this upgraded, so we'll see.
Gegner gesichtet.
Oh, Nikes.
Gegner gesichtet. Mehr bestätigt. Gegner gesichtet. Unser Panzer ist in kritischer Zustand. Gegner gesichtet.
Oh no. Yep, that was not good. Not good at all. We'll wait for it to come out of battle and we'll give it another kick at the can. Even this one, just, I mean, Sherman Jumbos, I mean, that's what? It's tier 7 that we're tangling with. So we had 6 and 7s there. I mean, the KV1, obviously pretty scary to have that close in on you. But just the Sherman Jumbo, I mean, I know the armor on it it's a hard nut to crack. So just trying to find that sweet spot, and you had it angled, pretty decently. So I will give him that. Made my job a lot harder, and he was just lighting me up. It is what it is. Yeah, it was game over too. I haven't bought it yet, but maybe soon. It's a decent tank. The PZ4. It's like, had I not bumped into the Sherman Jumbo and the KV2 together, I probably would have been better. Because the Jumbo was there and I knew he was a tier above, that kind of drew my attention more than the KV2, because the Sherman can fire quicker than the KV2, and him being at a tier 7, obviously he can put the hurt on me real quick. So just trying to get him out, because I mean, not only is he going to be a problem for me, that Sherman Jumbo is going to be a problem for my entire team. So just trying to strategically think, like, damn. And then KV2 came over and just, not today, buddy. You're out. Damn, I'm bouncing. Take this. I'll try to help our Sherman out over here. There we go. Getting it in under the turret, on the turret ring. Take him out. Oh, come on. 7 points left. Are you kidding me? It's a second too late from saving our teammate there. Oh, somebody's rushing over here. There we go.
We're badly damaged. Enemy sighted. Target destroyed.
Two. Oh. Oh. Okay, he's basically like potentially a one shot, so hopefully he's trying to draw the guy in on him. It's too bad I couldn't take that guy out. I just needed like one shot, and we probably would have been in a better situation. Smart play on the enemy team guy to focus on me, take me out, and then take his chance with the Sherman. The M4 Sherman instead of the Easy 8, which I was in. Okay, this is an odd. See, you want to be in a position maybe where you're lower than them, because then their gun depression isn't going to help them. Because you can always aim up. Aiming up is usually isn't a problem. It's aiming down that's the problem. Because look, now if he sits there, he's got to expose basically his entire lower plate just to have the gun depression to take out the enemy tank. Whereas if he's like, let's say he was on this bridge here of dirt and they were up, they would have to aim down on him, and they might not be able to get him without overexposing themselves. But he's going to need some cover because he's like one shot. Hopefully he can deflect some. If he can deflect a couple of shots, maybe get them to miss, he's got a shot, but I don't know. He was over by like the D2 area. So hopefully this guy will catch him, but I don't know. Got 3 minutes either way. We'll find out. It was a bummer. I got 4 tanks, 2383 in damage caused, and 196 blocked. That's what killed me. Should have had more blocked. But it is what it is. It's one of those, you know, bummer kind of things. Is he going to find him? Like, this is the worst. Like, what if they're both driving around in circles? But, like, okay. Yeah, there we go. No, 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 no. Okay. Now, you see, like, this is what I mean. Like, I don't get the wiggle wiggle thing. I mean, oh, dude, you can't take shots like that. I laugh. These are like 2 bots duking it out. Oh, dude, this is yours. Oh my God. I have to admit, I was a little scared there. I was clinching a bit. I was clinching a bit. I was like, oh, I'm like, please, no. I'm like, no, don't throw this. I'm like, please. It smells like a draw. It was close. Yeah, it was pretty lucky for sure. Pretty lucky for sure that we pulled that one out. All right, let's take this puppy out again. Let's see, can I go a little bit more on the radio operator? Yeah. Okay. Protection. Yeah. Let's get us some hit points. Okay. I think we're a little bit better off. Okay, this is a better map. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Panzer 4G. At least I don't have to see any tigers. Because they'll be on my side. I don't like the tiger. I mean, I want to get one, but yeah. I don't like facing against them. They're mean. Definitely pulling an oddball whenever I see a tiger. Okay, this is pretty good. We're in 5.6s.
Gegner gesichtet. Gegner gesichtet. Schuss getroffen. Gegner gesichtet. Gegner gesichtet. Schuss getroffen.
Oh no, not good.
Schwer beschädigt.
Come on, Cade, aim. Oh.
Gegner gesichtet.
Let's get our commander back. Amazing how much view range second that our commander gets taken out. Where is he? Oh, jeez. Switch to HE. $239. Nice. Nice. Not good. 9. Oh, he got me. Damn it. I was trying to run away. Oh, he got me. But it was just amazing how much like if you look on the mini map, the view range circle, second my commander got knocked out, it just went like this to like basically like that real quick. Okay, we're gonna try again. Get my butt handed to me. But again, thank you everybody for tuning in and hanging out. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Los geht's.
Been playing was it Schedule 1. Was playing a little bit last night while I was, just tinkering around with things. And pretty interesting. Made some progress. We've got our barn now, and we've got our first vehicle. So now it's just a matter of
Gegner gesichtet.
outfitting it and getting all that going. Oh, I thought it was just enough for me to hit.
Gegner
Ooh,
gesichtet.
Sherman coming over. Better take him out. Yeah, here comes the bounces.
Gegner gesichtet.
Switch to HE. There you go. Bounce that. Bounce that 228 in your butt. Oh, 69. No. Boom, you're out of there. Wiggle, wiggle that. See, that's what I like about this game. You know, like, there's no, like, oh, gold rounds per se, or premium rounds. It's just standard shells, and each one kind of has its own purpose. You know, it's got its pros and its cons to it. Like the APCR, like, yeah, you're gonna get more pen, but you're not getting damage. HE, you're getting more damage, but you're not getting pen. And then you have AP, which is kind of like a mixed bag. And I like, you can see the difference. Obviously, you know, when you're shooting your shells, you can tell. Like, you got the green Star Wars kind of pew pew kind of look for APCR. And even though I'm using APCR, look, see, there's still no guarantee that I'm gonna pen. Switch back to AP. Sailed into the ground on that one.
Gegner gesichtet.
There we go. See if we can light this guy up. Oh, we blocked his shot, not his. Blocked that shot. One more and we got him. Okay. Health-wise, we're still good.
Gegner gesichtet.
There we go. It's 2 on 5. Oh my god. I gotta get this guy out.
Unser Panzer ist in kritischem Zustand.
Fuck, KV2. That hurt.
Gegnerischer Panzer gestoppt.
Should get 2-1 on him. Damn it. Switch to HE. Okay, back to AP. 2-on-1.
Gegner gesichtet. Gegnerischer Panzer gestoppt.
Oh, it got me with APCR.
Zu besiegen.
I tried and I took 7 out. Almost cleared the board. Was that you in the last battle? I was in the T-34 against you, I think. Could have been. Could have been. It also depends on the angle if you pen the enemy. True. Hormoranth, how's it going? Hello, 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 hello. Ah, that would have been epic if I would have taken out that KV-1. That would have been the first time I took out 8 tanks. I was going for it. I was pushing. If I didn't take that first hit from that KV-2, I would have had a hell of a lot more hit points. It would have been all right. But, I mean, 7 kills, 3,500 damage, plus deflected 436. So, I mean, that's definitely the highest scoring game I've had. And that was in this tier 6 German tank. So, it's definitely a tank you don't want to sleep on. I mean, they got a little, they were clinching at the end. They were like, oh no. But, yeah, KV-1 got me in the end with APCR. It was smart for him to switch to APCR. I mean, he was giving up damage, but he was making up for it in pen. So he's probably like, okay, I'm not going to hit a home run on him. I'm just going to, I'll get it in the aggregate. So, one of those things. But, I mean, it's a good tank. We'll up the hit points some more. 30, get some mobility. Okay, there we go. Let's take it out again. Kind of having fun with it. That, and I'm not coming up against tigers, which is like, oh, that's so good. But that first Soviet tank, I think that was an IS. Because I was just like, oof. It was nasty. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Kick your feet up, relax, have a good time. I'm Nate2Cade. We're playing Panzerkampf. You can go to panzerkampf.net and download this if you like it. It's free to play. Steam release is coming soon, as well as update 0.300. There's going to be another German tank destroyer coming out. There's going to be some maps, some bug fixes, and all kinds of good stuff. So that will be coming soon.
Gegner gesichtet. Gegner gesichtet.
Now, when you get in to the game, first thing you probably want to do is make sure VSync is off. Because we're running with VSync off and medium graphics settings across the board. And as you can see, it looks pretty darn good. And we're
Gegner gesichtet.
getting 60 odd plus frames. So can't go too wrong. Okay, good. I don't care who gets him as long as he's gone. Where's this guy?
Gegner gesichtet.
Sounds like an old bolt action rifle being fired off from this tank. Just the echoing shell sound. Oh, KV2, I heard you. Downside of the KV2, we're kind of exploiting here. We're going to switch to HE. There we go. Attaboy. Switch back to APCR. Okay, there we go. We didn't lose a single tank that game. Oh, Brad, there you are. You're in game with us. There we go. He snuck in there. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. We'll take the W's. Sink into our mobility a bit more. All right. We're going again. McGee's. Okay. Yeah, then yeah, it was you in the other game. The last time I was on this map. Yeah, you shot me in the ass. Yeah, that was you. Okay, that's who it was. There we go.
Gegner gesichtet. Los geht's.
Oh, there you guys are.
Gegner gesichtet.
Oh, somebody's got their tank almost fully upgraded. If not fully upgraded.
Gegner gesichtet.
Okay, two dudes straight ahead.
Gegner gesichtet. Gegner gesichtet.
Oh boy, we're gonna get in trouble soon. We got a whole whack of them coming. KV2s. Let's see if we can. Sherman Jumbo. All right, that was nice and clean. Easy peasy. Yeah, this is an IS-1. Nice. Oh, we had tigers on our side. Okay, right on. Holy shit, dude. You matched the tiger. Bravo. Bravo. McGee just nicking above me because of the kills. Good game, everybody. Good game. All right, battle we go. GG, yeah, man, for sure. We're having fun. We're chilling. I got to finish upgrading my 5s and my 6s before I think about going to 7. I don't know if I'm going to go Jumbo, IS-1. Or no, sorry, no, it's not IS-1. It's T-3485 first. Then IS-1. Okay, so yeah, it's either T-3485. Oop, sorry, dude. T-3485, Sherman Jumbo, or a Tiger. I'm probably going to go Tiger.
Gegner gesichtet. Gegner gesichtet. Gegner gesichtet.
AV2 on the hill. It's on fire.
Gegner gesichtet.
Damn, I don't want to take another KV2 hit like that.
Gegner gesichtet.
Got this Sherman. There we go. Now we'll get this KV2. Watch the dude on the hill. He's peeking at you. Double bounce. You got him.
Wir haben gewonnen.
I bounced my last shot. Ah, Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, I bounced him off the tail end there at the end. One of those things. All right, and we go again. I'll play one more with this tank, and then maybe we'll go easy 8, or maybe we'll go back down to KV1. Who knows? Mix it up a bit. So I'm kind of enjoying these daytime streams because you know, I know for me it gives a chance for my EU viewers to kind of hang out, you know, perhaps at a more reasonable time.
Los geht's.
So I'm gonna try and put in more daytime streams as well.
Gegner gesichtet.
I just don't want to 100% commit yet, just in case like I can't do it. Like I'm one, I don't like to cancel streams or, you know, to be late on a stream or anything like that. It just
Gegner gesichtet.
it bothers me. So I want to be 100% sure.
Gegner gesichtet.
Oh,
Gegner gesichtet.
switch to HE on him. Got him.
Know your role and shut your mouth
Because the people's champ.
is ready to talk.
What's going on, Live Gaming? All right, you're going on the left. I'll go on the right. Nice. Oh, just missed him. He's out. Hey, hey, hey.
Wir sind triumphierend.
Yeah, whatever that tank dude just said. McG, look at you. Sneaky bugger, eh? In there with 4 kills. Good dirty shirt. Look at that. 1749 damage, 4 kills, 17, almost 18,000 points. Right on, dude. See, I see a lot like Cali and like there's like a lot of players that I see repeatedly in games or names I see repeatedly. And it's like, are they a player or are they a bot? So who knows? Okay, we'll finish that off. Going to try to even out this camo. Okay, so we're good there. So we got that. Okay, let's go and do, what do we got here on 5? Yeah, let's play tier 5. Panzer 3. We'll do this one. Do some 5s. Okay, and we're going in. Tier 5, Panzer 3. In we go. Callie is a bot? Okay, I figured because I've seen the name and I'm like, okay. And it's different than all the other names because I'm like, okay, maybe it's a player. But yeah, I've seen some bot-like weird behaviors. So I'm like, is it a bot? Is it not a bot? I'm like, I don't know. Seems body to me, but no. They should put like a bot's name, Body McBotface or something like that. Who knows? Spinac, how's it going, buddy? A bot player? Maybe. Maybe. I will say with the German tanks, they're like really, really fast, and the aiming reticule on them, like the accuracy is just insane.
Gegner gesichtet.
Oh, there we go.
Gegner gesichtet. Gegner gesichtet.
Okay, let's get this guy up here. T-34.
Schuss getroffen. Gegner gesichtet.
Damn it, caught me on fire. Not good. I'm taking on two of these guys.
Gegner gesichtet. Schuss getroffen.
Switch to HE. Damn engine, come on, get back into the fight. Baboche saved my butt there. My damn engine couldn't turn quick enough. It was a mistake taking on two T-34s like that. Luckily, my team came and bailed me out, or that wouldn't have been that good for me.
Gegner gesichtet.
Wonder where I got a hit to set this dude on fire. Or it was just like a random chance. One thing I gotta find out.
Gegnerischer Panzer gestoppt. Unser Panzer ist in kritischem Zustand.
Damn it. Like I'm locked up. Literally, it felt like I was like a bull and we were like, the horns were just locked up. I couldn't get off of him. GG. Yeah, even across 2-2-2-1-1. Not bad. Spread the wealth there. That's for sure. No, server bot, not enough players for the game. No, I mean, yeah, you're going to come across bots. It was just weird, the name. That's why I was like, okay, is this a player or is this a bot? So just the name kind of threw me off. All right, we're going to go in a battle again in 3, 2, 1, battle. Yeah, it just threw me off. I figured, I don't know, like I'd seen bot behavior and I'm like, okay, bot. But then the name, and then sometimes I'd see more, I guess, player type kind of play. And I'm like, well, maybe. But yeah, that was a tough nut. Yeah. The KV1, yeah, it can be pretty nasty. But I had APCR on. And if that didn't work, then HE. The German tanks got great HE. So wasn't too worried. Curious, I selected a Panzer II and found myself in a Panzer IV. Oof. Yeah, I've heard of some weird bugs like that. It's happened to me where like I clicked a tank and to me I thought I clicked it, but I guess maybe I didn't, because when I went into battle with whatever tank, and when I came back it was the same tank in the garage that was there. So I don't know. But it does seem a little odd. He finally broke through. Blocked him again. Got him. Yeah, Chaffee's now on me. Get off me, Chaffee. Trying to deal with these T-34s. This Chaffee over here was being annoying as hell. Looks like the XM51 turret on that a little bit. Be interesting to see what tanks they put in the Cold War section. Couldn't pen him. Nope. Okay, one more, and if not, then we're switching. Nope. Alright. HE. A slow burn, but we'll get him. Ow. Like death by 1,000 paper cuts. There we go. This turret's on the side. Nice. He was like, all right, we got to sacrifice some hit points for the team. GG. GG. They got me in the north. Did they get you? Oh, shit. I was trying to get something going there, but that KV1 was just, he was just eating shells. Let's see here. Okay, we'll swap it up. Let's go KV1. We'll go KV1. Everybody ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1, battle. KV1, here we go. So how's everybody doing? I mean, I know you folks in the EU, it's evening for you guys, but hopefully your day was great. If anybody's in North America, hey, you know, how is your day going thus far? Let's go. They got me in the North. The North remembers. Don't worry. We'll get them. The North knows one true king. A2K, King of the North. We'll go and we'll seek revenge for you. I do like the frog, like the ribbit noises in the pond here as you pull up by it. It's to me, it's chef's kiss. It's a nice little attention to detail thing that I think is done so well. Because it just like it comes in as you get closer and it like goes away as you travel away from it. It's just that nice ebb and flow kind of sound. Definitely whoever put that in on the team, you know, took some time. I'm sorry, folks. We're going to get another 3 minutes of ads in about 3 minutes, give or take. But it's like a Band-Aid. We'll rip it off, and then we're good for another hour. So if you get bing bong behind ads, I do apologize. If you're able to, use your Prime sub, or feel free to subscribe. It gets rid of those ads for you. And hey, also helps support the channel. Otherwise, hey, you know, just don't worry about it. Stick around for the ads. Use it as a break to, you know, go to the bathroom, refresh your beverage of choice, or, you know, get a snack or something. Get a warm cozy blanket and snuggle up and all that good stuff while we, you know, we'll do some tank action. We'll be back. We ain't going nowhere. Grab your fur babies, as Mrs. Cade calls them. Okay, this guy looks like he's kind of on a one-on-one, and I don't think, yeah, he's not winning this one. No, I don't know, like, why our guy didn't engage more. There we go. Now we can come about. Oh, he's behind the rock. There you go. There you go. Oh, bounced him. There you go. Should be. Oh, I thought you had him there, but your shell bounced. All right, so ads in about 25 seconds, folks. Again, I do apologize for them, but Twitch be twitching. Jeff Bezos needs that plastic surgery money. You know how it is. But yeah, feel free to, you know, subscribe if you can, Prime sub if you can, or hey, just don't worry about it. Take a seat and use it as a break to hit the bathroom, stretch, you know, get a snack, another can of Coke, whatever it is you need to do. Walk around, stretch the arms and the legs and, do a shimmy or something, whatever works for you. But we'll be here. No worries, man. We'll be here, McGandy. We're not going anywhere. We're still battling. We're still going on. It's just the ads are bing bonging. But, no, you're welcome. Thank you for tuning in and doing the matches. I appreciate that. It's great. Let's play one more with the KV1. All right, let's go in 3, 2, 1, battle. But no, for me, it's cool that, you guys tune in and, we can jump in on the same team and, kind of our own little way and kind of make it work. I'm looking forward to platoons coming. That's going to make life so much easier. I'm waiting for the clans to come out and all kinds of good stuff. So it's great. So everybody's getting bing bonged by ads, it looks like, but it's all good. That was just my appreciation of a few battles I'm still in. Oh, no worries, dude. No, I mean, I appreciate you guys tuning in, hanging out. It makes the stream go by quicker for me. It makes it fun and hey, it's exciting and we get to highlight the game and play together and hey, hopefully you guys are getting fun out of it as well. So it's a good thing, right? It's good all around. I think Avelio just said, screw it. Yeah, he got bing bonged. Oh, we bounced. Keep an eye on the guy in the hill. I see you trying to pinch. Oh, bounced. Hit the mantlet and bounced. Okay, I don't think that went through. I'm not sure. No, that one didn't. Come on. Yeah. Oh my god. Come on, get the kill shot. Alright, this is starting to get a little comical here. There we go. Oh, bounced. I should have had him. Oh. Damn gun bounce. Oh my god. Cade, aim. There we go. GG's, GG's. There we go. Holy crap, dude. 4 kills, right on. All right, let's do... Done some KV2. Let's do some regular Sherman, some M4. A2 Sherman, tier 5. GG for Sherman, for sure. All right, so everybody get your tier 5s ready. We're going in our Shermans. In 3, 2, 1, battle. So again, thank you everybody. I mean, thank you guys for making the stream awesome. I know you guys could be anywhere else, but hey, I appreciate you guys being here. Even if you're just lurking and giving me a tab, I do appreciate it. So thank you. It's always fun to play. No, for sure. Definitely. I enjoy it. So hopefully you guys are having fun, and that's the name of the game, right? It's definitely helping my win rate, so hey, I'm not complaining. That's a good thing. This tank just the way it drives is just like wobbly. It's like
Enemy sighted.
oh, I blew it right past him.
Enemy sighted. Enemy sighted. Target destroyed.
There we go.
Enemy sighted.
Oh, they bounced. It bounced. It's like twice he's kind of like done that thing. There we go. What is this guy doing? And he didn't even take a shot. This has got to be a bot.
Enemy tank destroyed.
Oh my god, this guy's like right beside me. Like, what is going on? I guess I'm camoed that good. He can't see me. Maybe I gotta paint my tank orange, then just clash. Like neon orange or something like that. Yeah, wiggle wiggles aren't gonna help you there. All right. GG. All right, let's go again. Battle. We'll just hit battle and go right in. Yeah, man, it was good. It was good. It was good. I was surprised that, like, I mean, like, geez, we had the one. No. Always jar. Always jar. But no, it was just odd when the guy drove up in front of me, and then the other guy's like basically parked beside me, and I'm like, not one shell towards me. I'm like, are you guys good? I'm like, that's got to be like bot-taffic, boterific, body McBot face kind of styles. I was just like, what? So everybody's wondering, what does the radio operator do? Just see how they're not in our view range, and we heard enemy sighted, enemy sighted. That's what the radio operator skill does. keeps them on your mini map for you, even though they're not in your view range. Jeez, these guys are way out there.
Enemy tank destroyed. Enemy sighted.
Oh, there we go. Oh, scratch the paint.
Target destroyed.
Oh, oh, I bounced. Are you kidding me? I must have hit him like right on the nose of the armor. It's all good. It's all good.
Grab his dick and twist it!
Oh my god.
It's an MMA fight, dude. Twist that dick! Twist his dick! Twist his dick!
Okay. I don't know if they have those kind of shells in game.
Target destroyed.
I don't think they have the grab and twist ammo. But, I mean, it's something we could ask for. To grab and twist it. Ah, not bad, not bad, not bad. It was a little light on the damage, though. All right, we'll spend a little bit on the upgrade Roonies here. Get these guys up. Camo. Okay, so camo's the last one we didn't get, but all right, at least we've jumped up the scales a bit. All right, and we're gonna go in on our Sherman again in 3, 2, 1, battle. It's a delayed fuse, usually artillery. Oh, the grab and twist it round? Okay. Delayed fused ammo. Depleted uranium shells. Can we get the grab and twist it ones? Of course, Mrs. Cade found it. That's her, I swear, when she sees new sound things to click. She's probably sitting there getting that laugh right now.
Forward.
Yep. Yeah. How you doing, Mrs. Cade? How's work? Shh, everybody, change subject quick. The boss is around. We can't, just, yeah. That's my beat. Good, slow, but good. All right.
well, sometimes it's about the ara.
Really? Good to know.
Grab his dick and twist it! Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude! Twist that dick! Twist his dick! Twist his dick!
See, that's what you get. No. You're at work. That's not very professional.
Enemy sighted.
I'm going to tell your friend at work. She's probably just laughing right now. Well, Miss Cade, can I have more channel points, please? I don't know if we get, like, I think that's the only thing that you can't do on Twitch is like gift channel points. It'd be cool if you could. I mean, if anybody's streaming out there and there's like Twitch channel points, if you guys know how to like gift them or like give more, let me know. That'd be kind of cool to find out. I try to keep as much as free to play as possible here for you guys.
I've no more fucks to give. My fucks have runneth dry. I've tried to go fuck shopping, but there's no fucks left to buy.
That's true.
No more fucks to give.
There's none. Damn it, missed him. Mine, 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 mine. Wow, this dude was just blocking shots like a champ. Look at that, almost 2,000. Bravo. GG in the KV1, right on. Okay, so we've done that. Let's see here. Okay, I'll sink a little bit in there. There, that one's done a little bit. Got more to do, but it's all right. Why are we attacking with chickens? What did the chicken ever do to you? All right, we're gonna go in our Panzer III Tier 5 German tank in 3, 2, 1 battle. Let me go on my channel. Yeah. Well, let me know, Jar. I don't know if you can. Like, I know there's like other points you can give, and those are usually like for like the slots and stuff like that, like Stream Elements has, but not like the actual Twitch channel points that you can give. I mean, it'd be cool if you could. What's the point of having them on? You can hardly hear it. Hardly hear what? The sound alerts? Which ones? Because I had to adjust the volumes, and like some of them are louder than others. But again, like, you don't know until you like test it live. The one she was just playing? Okay. I have 34 million channel points on my channel. Yeah, I mean, On yours, Jar, yeah, you'd have a crap ton. It's unlimited basically on. But yeah, the ones that she was playing, they were low for you. That one, Chicken Attack? It's at the same volume level as the other ones, but if it's too low, I mean, I can turn it up. It's odd. I mean, anybody else? Is it low for anybody else, or is the volume okay? Volume is fine for you? Okay. Da 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 da. A bit low on that one too, just saying. Okay, so that one's a bit low. Okay. So Snoop Dogg I can raise up a bit. Okay.
Can I put my balls in your jaw? Balls in your jaw. Can I?
I'm missing. Let me switch. AP is not getting through these guys. APCR's not giving me enough damage. Go HE. Well, same, but hopefully we'll hit a sweet spot. Yep, that one too. Okay. The balls one is low. Okay. I thought you might have been in on your nerves, so you put them right down. No, I was trying to adjust the volume on things because I had to separate what do you call it? Like the ones from Stream Elements, because they were like if people were rating or following, it would sound like, you know how we had that kind of staticky laggy thing that we had with Blurp for a while. So it was starting to do that with those, and it's OBS. That's what it is. It's the way they've got it routed, or the way that they're doing things now. So you kind of have to separate everything. So I was trying to adjust the volumes on everything to make it, you know, all work and all that good stuff. But if there's any that are low, then what I'll do is after this match here, what I'll do is, because I've basically got unlimited, so what I'll do is I'll go through them, adjust them, and then, you know, I don't know, maybe we'll have a sound alert check and then you guys can tell me. I'll run through them all, and you guys can tell me what's too loud, what's not, and I'll try to adjust accordingly. I mean, I appreciate you guys letting me know. Like, I mean, it's helpful to me as a streamer, because if something's not working right, sometimes we don't know. Like, until we go live and until somebody says something, we don't know. Like, we can run all the checks and balances and all the thingamabobs, but at the end of the day, you don't know until you go live. And, you know, it's one of the problems we have as a streamer. Sometimes you don't know till it's basically too late. But no, I appreciate the feedback and letting me know. Because one, I don't want it too loud to like where people are like, you know, they can't hear it, or two, they can't. What do you call it? It's like loud to the point where it's hurting our ears, because we don't want to do that either. I'm trying to find that happy medium. Okay, so we got that done. All right, let's see. Okay, let's open up. Okay, so we'll open up Blurp. Open up Sound Alerts. Open up Streamlabs. Okay, let me pull this over here so that way I can adjust and also read chat at the same time. Okay. Come on, Blurp. Stop being silly. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. So Snoop Dogg, you guys said was a little low. Okay, so we'll bump it up to 2. And then you guys are saying the balls and the jaws are a little low. Okay, so we'll come on, you. Okay, there we go. So we'll try that. So nice one. Thank you. All right, so let's see here. So we'll do the Snoop one and let me know.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
That's basically that, like doubled the volume on it. So let me know if that's too loud or is that good enough? So we'll go one by one. I know that one's good. Okay, so we're good there. Okay, and then we'll go this one. Plenty loud enough. Okay, I just want to make sure, because some people are saying that it's not loud enough for them, and like, I mean, I feel bad if you guys are using channel points, even though, I mean, they're channel points, but still, I still feel bad that you guys are using them and you're not hearing the sound alerts. You know what I mean? Like, I want to adjust it so that way, you know, it's not too loud, but it's not too quiet. It's that sweet spot. So just try to find that. All right, so here we go. The balls and the jaws.
Can I put my balls in your jaw? Balls in your jaw. Can I?
Okay, so that one, and now you're saying the chicken attack was low. Okay. We'll put that in. Network request failed. Piss off. Network request failed. Blurp, don't be silly now. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, so the last one, was that one good? Was volume good? Let me know. I know it's a pain in the butt, and, you know, hey, I appreciate the feedback. You know, let me know. Yeah, that's good. Okay. All right, and then the chicken one you said, eh? All right. Where'd you go? Chicken.
Chicken attack. Chicken attack. Watch your back before it fades to black.
Okay, that should be good now. Let me know. It's okay? All right. Okay, so we've taken care of the quiet one. So what I'll do is I'll leave the thing open, and if you guys use one and it's too quiet or something like that, you know, let me know and then I'll adjust it. For me, every sound was okay. All right, no, that's good. I just want to make sure, you know, everybody's kind of
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die.
I want to make sure everybody's good to go. I'm ways to die. Okay, we'll continue on. Let me know if there's anything that's quiet.
I know who I am. I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
That dude with the dookie doo. Let me know if there's anyone. Like I said, we'll continue on. If there's any that are too quiet or too loud, let me know. I can adjust on the fly as we go, and it takes us 2 seconds to take care of it. Okay. All right. So we did the German tank. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go again. We'll go Panzer 3 Tier 5 in 3, 2, 1, battle. We'll go in again. But thank you everybody for tuning in and helping. You know, especially with the sound alerts and stuff like that. I know there's some new ones we've added. Because like I said, I'm going to cycle new ones in and then take ones that aren't really being used. We'll take them out and, you know, hopefully we'll have a decent mix where, you know, everybody's kind of happy with the offerings, so to speak. And then, of course, we'll always add and take things out, but even if we take something out, it doesn't mean that it can't come back in. So if there's one that you really, really like that was taken out, let me know. We can always pop it back in. Because, hey, we want happy viewers.
Boy, 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 bee. Boy, 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 bee. K-Y-N, K-Y-N. 大きな声でキューキューキュー。
Through my speakers, they're all a bit quiet, but that's probably a good thing, the amount of time people play them. So is it your... Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, if it's just your speaker, then obviously, okay, then you can kind of self-adjust as is. But I mean, if it's multiple people all agreeing with you saying that it's low, then it's like, okay, well, then it's not just a, I need to adjust my speaker kind of thing. So, and I don't want them to like be deafening either. Because sometimes people will come in and they'll play some for bits, right? And those ones you kind of really can't control. So I don't want people to kind of like be deafened because somebody's, Yeah, because somebody was having a haha moment. That's not as bad as me. No, I turned that one down. It's still like loud to me. You know what I mean? Like, and that's part and parcel part of the thing, because I don't even have my headset fully turned up. So if it sounds okay to me, right, and I'm testing it, I'm assuming you guys are, it's okay for you guys. But yeah, that one I turned down, but I don't want to deafen anybody because somebody's trying to have a ha-ha moment. Fucking jump scare. That's because somebody told me I should put one in. They're like, yeah, put one in. It's funny. worse, I'll be playing like, I'll probably like get plasmophobia or whatever, phasmophobia, whatever they call it, that game. Play that shit and then somebody fucking throw a jump scare on me. I fling my mouse halfway across the damn room. Because that one, you gotta like, apparently in that game, you gotta like really listen in. Because you can hear like footsteps and clicks of things and stuff like that, so. You can get focused and immersed in it, and then all of a sudden you're like, bing bong. Come on. Nothing? No damage at all? I've seen the fire. Ah, oh, guy's gonna get me. That's 2 shots, 3 shots. Okay. No pen. Alright, fuck this. We're going to HE. Shoe fly. Damn KV1s. Tough nuts to crack. But we'll get them. Got him. There we go. So yeah. That one is loud, just testing things. Yeah. Well, that one's, I mean, it's, the jump scare's meant to be like a little loud, but obviously not like deafening. I don't want anybody to go deaf either. I normally have my surround sound on, but I'm not gaming right now, so I've only got 2 of the speakers on. Ah, okay. So yeah, when you put surround sound on, ooh, we might have to go through this again. But no, I mean, as long as the majority of people, I mean, we're you know, we're hitting that nice baseline. Because you know, like as a streamer, you want to have good video quality. You want to have like, you know, great sound quality. You know, even through your voice, you want to have, you know, crisp, you know, clear voice and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, you know, some people like the sound alert, blurp, clicky things and stuff like that, and some people don't. It's just trying to find that happy medium where everybody gets a little something, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, you can't make everybody happy, but, you know, doesn't mean foolishly I'm not trying. All right. So we've done that. Let's see here. What can we play? Oh, hold on. Let me up this radio operator here. Oh shit, it's meant a little bit too much. Okay, that's done, and we'll do some camo. Okay. Let's see here. What do we want to do? Jarhead, what's going on, buddy? Bing, 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 bing bongs. Boy. So those are 5. So we've done 5s, 6s. All right, KV2. Feel like doing some KV2. All right, I'll do KV2. Take this out, and we'll go in 3, 2, 1. Battle. It's tier 6 KV2. Let's go. Bada bing, 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 bong. So I'm gonna be slowly adding some things to the channel. I think I'm gonna try and make the swap to Tangia. I just got to see how I can integrate everything that I have now into hopefully that one bot as much as possible. And then we'll go from there. I'm kind of hesitant because it's like, okay, we just got like a lot of the sound stuff solved, and then it's like, okay, do I really want to open up that can of worms and get into that? But you know, we'll give it a kick at the can, because there's some cool stuff with Tangia that I like, and a lot of it there's like a lot of integrations and things that I like with it. And I mean, the one thing that's seems to be super popular is the dungeons. Everybody seems to love those things, so sailed that shot. Ooh. Should have waited a bit, but we're close. But yeah. Like ideally I'd love to find one bot that kind of does it all, but unfortunately I haven't found anything yet, and Tangia might be the closest thing to it. But we'll see. The joys of streaming is, you know, like I know people that stream that use it. It's just trying to catch them when they're not streaming and they're not busy doing their own, you know, their own things, to try and kind of network with them and kind of go, okay, listen, you know, how does this work? You know, what are some issues you run into? You know, what are some positives and all that, and just try to get some general feedback from them. So that's kind of the holdup. And one, I'm doing it all myself, so just trying to balance stream schedule, what I want to stream, you know, in real life job searching and all that other stuff, plus all the, you know, real life stuff that, you know, I want to do, and you know, I want to make sure that I'm taken care of. So like there's all that, and then just trying to, you know, I'll be always trying to, I guess, improve, and I don't want to say like not reinvent, not reinvigorate. I guess maybe like, well, not really refresh. We'll go at KV2 again. 3, 2, 1, battle. The word, it's like literally on the tip of my tongue. It just, languages. Revitalize, maybe. That's annoying when you fire, they move out of the way, right? It's like, stay there and just take your punishment, damn it. Which was the jump scare you have there? I have here. That was, should rename it to Heavy Puncher. You're right. It should. I'm not sure. I think the jump scare, let me take a look, Jar. I think, yeah, jump scares in the subscriber options in Sound Alert. So as a way to kind of say thank you to people that, you know, have subscribed. I try to give them, you know, just a little kind of tip of the hat, little extras that they can use. So I think the jump scares in that. Otherwise, if I put jump scare for what do you call it, sound or just channel points, I mean, shit, that'd probably get spammed to death. So, like I said, just trying to Bumblebee. Calling in the backup. Calling in the Bumblebee backup. Just trying to find a happy balance to kind of, you know, make sure everybody gets, you know what I mean? And then also, like, you know, make sure that, you know, people who subscribe, like, they feel like, you know, they're you know, I want them to feel like they feel like their investment is worth it. You know what I mean? So I know it's a double-edged sword, because it can kind of suck for people who maybe can't subscribe, you know, that they don't get those kind of exclusive goodies. But on the same token, you know, for people that do subscribe, I do try to give them something to kind of say thank you for that as well. So it is what it is. Everyone has Amazon Prime, don't they? Surprisingly, I don't think so. GG for sure, man. I'm not sure. I mean, like, if you do have Amazon Prime, then yeah, you get one free sub per month that you can use on one particular streamer. It's the only downside about it is you get one, and then every month you have to remember to go back in and renew it for that particular you know, streamer, if that's what you want to do, or if you want to spread it around. And, you know, hey, let's be honest, I'm not the most popular streamer out there. You know, I mean, if people use their Prime sub on me, it's just like, really? Wow. Okay, cool. Like, it surprises me every time, and it's nice. But realistically, I know there's probably other streamers out there that people are using their Prime subs on. So, you know, it is what it is. I put that sound back in my channel. Sound, the jump scare thing back in? It's worth it when you order as much stuff as I do. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you use Amazon Prime or use Amazon a lot and you're buying and whatever, then yeah, the Prime shipping, the free shipping that you get from Prime is worth it. And then, of course, you get the bonus sub. And, you know, yeah, I mean, they got to try and balance it out. I mean, the Prime Video thing was kind of disappointing because, I mean, I liked Amazon Prime, like the video thing, like the streaming service. But then one of the things that turned me off about it is they were like, oh, well, you know, we're going to jack the price because, you know, we don't want to put ads in. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. You know, it's still a value to me. I'm like, okay, cool. No problem. I get it. You know what I mean? But then they went and they threw ads in anyways. And then they're like, oh, if you want ad-free viewing, then you got to pay for that. And then it's like, okay, I'm already paying, you know, X amount for this. And then you want me to pay on top of that. So you want to basically charge me twice for the same thing. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not paying twice for the exact same thing. That's just no. I'm gonna go easy 8 and 3, 2, 1, battle. Sherman easy 8 going in. But just I was just like, no, it just turned me off. The ads. Because then the problem is like, okay, even if it's, let's say it's $5, you pay that and you're like, okay. Then the next time, then it's like, okay, well, you've already paid X for Prime. You paid X for Prime without ads. Oh, okay. Well, guess what? Now you need to pay something else, just to continue with what you have. And it's just like, okay, man, like, I don't mind paying for something. If I find value in it, I don't mind paying for it. But I'm like, okay, when you're like in my pocket steady and you like nickeling and diming me, that's where I'm like, okay, nah, man. And people can't really afford that kind of shit. You know what I mean? So like that's why I try to make things here as free to play on my stream as possible. You know what I mean? But then, for people that are able to, invest a little bit more other than viewing, whether it's bits or subscribing, I try to do something, a step above, just to try and kind of find a way to, in my own little way, kind of say thank you, and, give them something cool, Sometimes we hit the mark, sometimes we don't, you know what I mean? And it's all good. I'll look at the present offerings and we'll see what gets used and what doesn't get used. And, just like everything else, we'll swap them out and refresh it and, we'll see what people like. Like a lot of those alerts and stuff like that the subscribers get, I've created myself. So it's just trying to come up with fresh ideas, and find a way to kind of put them together. The ideal part, for the majority of the time, isn't the hard part. The hard part is taking it from here and putting it to here, what you see. That's the hard part. You know what I mean? Because there's so many constraints and... Oh shit, I got double shotted. There's so many constraints and bits and bobs on it, and it's like, oh my god. Oh, shit, nice shot. Dude got me. I hung there too long. I should have backed off. But he got me. Thanks for the fun battles. I will now just put my feet up and stretch out. No worries, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, McGandy. Dude, it's definitely been fun playing with you. Hopefully you've had the same amount of fun as I have, and hey, it's all good. Yeah, you got to pay $2.99 to get rid of the adverts. That's well, yeah, and that's like what, 2.99 British pounds, and then you convert that over to Canadian or American or whatever your thing is. Then you're looking at it and you're like, really? So yeah, you're never gonna make everyone happy. No, I mean it's true. I mean it's like the realist in me understands that and knows that I'm not gonna make everybody happy, but. And that's the practical side, the logical side. But then, the other part of me is kind of like, okay, well, I want to try and be as inclusive as possible and to give as much as possible. You know what I mean? Because you guys are giving to me. You guys are here. You're watching. You're lurking. You're checking VODs, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it just, I don't know. Like, I don't want to say like obligated, but like in a way, kind of, maybe to myself, where like, I want to give back to you guys, and I want you guys to have cool things and to be able to do cool things, like that's why when, I go to other streamers, streams, and I lurk a lot, not only to support and stuff like that, but like a lot of it, sometimes you see something cool, something new, and you're like, oh, okay, I never thought about that. It's a cool idea. Let me kind of take this and kind of put my own little rub or spin on it and kind of, go with that, like getting inspiration from stuff like that. So like, I mean, when I seen the Tangia thing, I was like, okay, well, one, this is kind of a bot that does a lot of the things I want to do in like a one-stop chop shop, which is great. But also I seen like a lot of people, they love the Tangia Dungeons mini game that's there. A lot of streamers have it, and a lot of folks I know, use it, and they seem to really enjoy it and stuff like that. So I seen that, and I'm like, okay, well, this is a really cool thing that people like. I'm like, all right, well, let's try and get that here. You know what I mean? So that way, people have that as well. Something else that they can enjoy. But you do what you can do, right? That's true. All the background work takes much more time than the stream time. No, and it does. McGandy, it does. And I'm glad you had fun, dude. That's job one for me, and that makes me feel, like I'm doing what I need to do as a streamer, that you guys are having fun. But yeah, the background stuff that you guys don't see, yeah, that eats up a lot of time. Because, like I said, you can come up with ideas, but it's taking the idea and then putting it like here for you guys to see on your screen. And, some people are like just way better at it than I am. And some people have, obviously they can afford to invest more into things like that. So, it might look better. It might run smoother and faster and all that. And it's like, okay, well, I can't worry about trying to be them. I got to be me and who I am, and try to do what I can, the best that I can with what I have, and, go from there. But yeah, I mean, you're right, Live Gaming. I mean, I'm not going to make everybody happy, but on the same token, I try, and hopefully, that comes through to folks that, we might not hit the mark, but at least we're making the effort. And that's one thing that, it's a life lesson that I've always carried forward, and I've passed on to my kids, is, like, even, and I relate it to them with, school. I'm like, listen, I don't care what your grades are. As long as you put in 100% effort, it's good for me. But when I see 50% effort, and, like in their case, it would be crappy grades, then that upsets me, because then it's like, okay, you're letting yourself down. It's, you're not really trying. I'd rather you give it your all, try and fail, than kind of just half-ass it. And, if you make it, you make it, kind of thing. So yeah, that's just me. So, yeah. I mean, I know I'm not going to make everybody happy, but I try. Hopefully the effort is seen and appreciated. We're going to get bing bong by ads. Twitch is Twitch. They're going to start in about 15 seconds. I do apologize for the ads. About 3 minutes. They're good for an hour afterwards. It's like a Band-Aid. We'll rip them off, and we'll be back after the ads. We're not going anywhere. So we'll play another game in the meantime. I do apologize for those that are bing bonged by the evil ads. We'll take our KV2 out, and we'll go in 3, 2, 1, battle. So for those of you that are here and not being bunged by ads, or anybody who's Bing Bong by Ads. Hopefully you'll catch this on the VOD or the YouTube video later. You know, I really appreciate you guys, you know, hanging out. I mean, there's plenty of streamers out there. And I'll be real with you. There's plenty of streamers out there that have like their viewer counts on, and you know, it really kicks you in the teeth when you're trying and you look over and your viewer count's like 1, and it's just you watching yourself. You know, it kicks you in the teeth. So, you know, whether I have, you know, 1 or 1,000, it's amazing to me when I see a viewer count higher than 1. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate it a lot. So, you know, like that's kind of a thing for me. Like, whether or not I become, you know, like huge like Kai Cenat or, you know, XQC or any of those, you know, insert name here kind of guy, you know, Queso, or, you know, whoever the kids are watching nowadays. You know, if I ever make it that big, great. If I don't, then, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, just got to put the effort in, you know, and try to be authentic and real, you know, and just be me. Because I mean, I know there's a lot of streamers out there that kind of, they've got a persona, so to speak, and I don't know. I couldn't do that. That would be like wearing on me, because then you're always like, you always have to be on. You know what I mean? It's like you just can't be yourself, and I'm like, I'd rather be myself. I'd rather be, you know, that goofy, you know, weird, whatever, you know, whatever label you want to throw in there, person, you know, than be like a performance of some sort. You know, that way I can be me all the time, and what you see is what you get. Obviously, there might be a little bit more F-bombs in person than, you know, on stream, but, you know, it is what it is. You know. I even watch when you're playing your dodgy dealing game. I just looked a bit boring to me, but everyone's different. If you enjoy that person's company, doesn't matter what they're playing. And you, dude, like, I appreciate that so much, because, like, that's a streamer's dream. Honestly, is, you know, to have people that come out for them, not necessarily so much, you know, whatever game they're playing, you know, like you come out for the person. Because I mean, I know there's plenty of streamers out there, literally, like it's hard not to feel bad for them, because, you know, they, damn, is those crocodiles in there? Yo, when did they put crocodiles in the lake? I never noticed that before. Holy shit. That's not good. Oh, there he is. But they're like, they're handcuffed to a certain game or a certain thing. And if they do anything different, like, their viewership tanks. right? And it's just, and you can see the anxiety on them, because you can tell it's like they want to do something else, but they're so afraid, or they rely on that viewership so much that they can't. It's like they're handcuffed to it, and I feel bad for them, because it's like you just can't be free to be who you are. Like you can't be free to do whatever. You know what I mean? It's just, it's one of those things. Like, I'll be completely honest with you. When I first started streaming, I was exclusively World of Tanks, and my viewership numbers on World of Tanks, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm about as transparent as possible with anybody here. Like, I really don't care. Like, I don't make anything really off of Twitch. I do it, like, yeah, everybody hopes one day they'll make it big, and this will be kind of like the end all be all for them. But realistically, like, for me, I just do it for fun. I enjoy the social interaction. I do it because I enjoy doing it. You know what I mean? And it just gives me that kind of mental break from real life's, whatever's going on, constantly knocking on you. You know what I mean? So, but my viewership, compared to now is night and day. But on the same token, am I happier now? Yeah, because I don't feel like I'm tied to anything. It's not like I have to do anything. I can just, if I wake up today and I'm like, okay, shit, I feel like playing Panzerkampf, I can play it. If I feel like playing Division 2, I can play it. If I, World of Warships, World of Airplanes, Schedule 1, shit, Fun Hospital, Shop Titans, American Truck Simulator, a Ninja Turtles game, you name it, whatever have you, right? I mean, I have that choice. You know what I mean? Whether or not you guys choose to come and hang out and view, I mean, that's another story. So anybody that does come and hang out, regardless of whatever I'm playing or whatever's on the screen beyond myself, I appreciate it a lot. Like, it means a lot. And there's, like, that's, to streamers, like, you guys don't realize, like, that's the goal. Like, I'm sure if you really sat down with any streamer out there, they would probably tell you, I would rather 100 people who don't give a shit what's on the screen, they're here for me, than 10,000 people that are watching just because I'm playing insert game title. You know what I mean? Because then it's kind of like, okay, you can't get out from underneath that. Like, I knew plenty of big Destiny 2 streamers that if they're doing Destiny 2, like, their numbers are just like redunculous. But if they go to anything else, the numbers take a dip. And the same thing with, their YouTube content. If it's not X or Y, it drops. And it's just one of those things where you just, you play those mental gymnastics with yourself. So, it's one of those things. I truly appreciate, regardless of whatever I'm playing, I truly appreciate even looking over and seeing 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever the number is beyond 1 on my view count. That's huge. I love it when, chat's going. you know, because to me, I enjoy interacting with you guys. Like that's, to me, that's more important than anything that's going on. You know, if I'm playing a game, I really don't care. I could delete a game and you know not really care. My thing is am I interacting with you guys? Are you guys feeling like you're involved? You know, are we having fun? Even if we're just sitting back and kicking our feet up and okay, yeah, maybe we're not interested in the game, but we enjoy the company. To me, that's huge, and I really can't say thank you enough um, to everybody. So yeah, what animals in the river? Yeah, they put crocodiles in there. I'd never seen that. That's good to hear. In my opinion, being yourself is always a plus for the streamer. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like when I honestly, what started me out doesn't matter what they're playing. You come to chat the game and the bonus if you like. Yeah, I trust me. Like that's just that's the nail on the head. Life gaming. That's the nail on the head. But like I mean, back in the day, like there's two streamers that literally the reason why I'm streaming is them. They're the cause, to be honest with you. So whether you like me, you love me, you hate me, whatever, they're to blame. And we've been gaming together for God a long time now. I wow, getting close to 20 years. I mean that's I mean I'm dating myself here. But yeah, I've been gaming with them for a long time. And you know, we'd sit around and we joke and shoot the shit. And one of them I knew streamed on Twitch. And he's like, "Oh, dude, you should do it, right?" And I'm like, I don't know. And we hemmed and hawed for years. And then I was like, you know what? Like, if anything, I'd like to do kind of like a podcast. And this is before Joe Rogan and everybody and their mother had a podcast. And I'd be like, I would just like to, you know, just kind of get together with a group of people, play some games, and just shoot the shit. You know what I mean? Not really care about what game we're playing, but just talk gaming or whatever. Just have a conversation. And then they're like, yeah, you should do that. And I'm like, okay. Anyhow, flash forward a couple years later, Big Fatty Plus and Benji 112, you know, they had talked me into streaming. And, you know, I was nervous and anxious about it. Anybody who's ever streamed before, you know, the first time you're going to hit go live, it's there. Yeah. You feel like you got this big rock on you. And I mean, honestly, I haven't met anybody who says differently. And if somebody did, I'd be like, okay, maybe you're an exception to the rule. But it was one of the things. And you know, obviously, I'd seen other gaming communities and stuff like that. And one of the advices that, you know, they gave me is just like, just hit go live. You know, the worst thing that's ever going to happen is you probably have a muted mic, you know, something will break on stream or something other. Just roll with it. It is what it is. It happens to, you know, the best of us. You know, some people just, you know, they've been locked in for years and everything's polished and they've got, you know, people that they pay in the background to come and take care of their stuff. But for the most part, hey, anybody out there, they run into these things. I'm like, okay, well, here we are. Lo and behold, here we are. So it's been we just finished 3 years of Twitch affiliate. It's the first time I've actually did a stream where I was like, yeah, you know, happy affiliate anniversary. I've probably missed so many, you know, milestones, to be honest. And I don't know, like, I mean, I part of me kind of wants to celebrate those things. And then part of me, it's kind of like, I don't want to be like everybody else. You know what I mean? It's just that I don't know. I just want to be me, different. I don't want to be like a cookie cutter where it just becomes cringe. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, okay, here's another, subathon. Here's another, Twitch anniversary kind of thing. Here's another this or that, and it's just like, I'm sure people, to at some point they're just like, bleh, it's like enough, you know. So, I want to build a community where everybody feels welcome. We're all hanging out, we're all having a good time, just like a bunch of old buddies just sitting together and, having a laugh, having a good time. That's it. That's kind of what I want to build here. We're everybody's, cool and people enjoy everybody's company, and stuff like that. And, like I try to keep the toxic people away and stuff like that. And, I'm realistic. Every once in a while you're going to bump into that, but it's okay. We can, get rid of it and, push forward. But, I just want people to come and have a good time, and whether you're just sitting back and lurking or, maybe you're shy, maybe you want to watch and not talk, hey, cool. I'm, hey, it's all good. At the end of the day, I just, I can't say it enough. I appreciate every single one of you, from day one to now. And, to those of you that may come in the future, may be here in the future, even some of you that may leave in the future. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being part of the ride with me for as long as you're on that ride. It means a lot. And, like it's amazing to me when I look at just small things. Like I'll look at the viewer count of VODs, or I'll see like my YouTube, I'll see like how many views are there. And I'm still blown away by it. Like even if it's like 2 or 3 views on a video and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm still humble, and hopefully, I'll remain humble. I believe I will. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like, I don't ever want to be arrogant to where I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm a big shot. Like, no, like I see too many people doing that and it's just like, yeah, no. So, again, from me to you, thank you, for anything or everything, that you guys do. Even if it's just, word of mouth saying, hey, A2K's cool, or whether you're lurking or you check VODs, or, you're in chat and you're highly interactive with chat, or, you know what I mean? And you're bing bonging me with sound alerts or whatever have you. Whether you sub, you give bits, or, whatever, gift subs or whatever have you. Just, again, thank you. We've had so many cool, awesome moments in such a short period of time. We've had, everything from monster raids to the tiniest of raids. We've had, like people come in and literally obliterate us with kindness, with gift subs out of nowhere. One of them was an NFL player. Like, I'm like, what? Me? And like, how? And anyhow, but, I can say I feel blessed and fortunate enough to be able to kind of be where I am. So, thank you again. Thank you. Anyhow, let's get another game going in here before waterworks and all that stuff goes. So yeah, let's let's kick in and start playing with some tanks. So we'll go with our KV2 and we'll kick it off. Boom, 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 booms. Oof. Honey. I thought somebody was going to start cutting onions. Allergies hitting me and all that good stuff. It was close. It was close. All right, let's get this guy. Ooh, 315. That was a nice hit. I got a block. Oh, that what like? Oh my God, that like it must have shaved him. Like that must have shaved like literally like peach fuzz off of that guy. That's how close that shell was. If he didn't hear the light, if he didn't feel the wind go by on that shell, I don't know. Let's go, let's go. Oh, just underneath. Okay. I was aiming at the one pointer, but hey, we'll take the damage. It's all good. All right, let's move up. Ooh. Ooh, that Sherman got taken out. Oh, come on. It was like right over his noggin. Oh, it was only 26 hit points. Come on. Okay, is he backing in or what? Oh, I saw you. I saw you. Trying to be Mr. Sneaky. Surprise. That's okay. We got the hit points. You don't. .302. You're out of there. 1892, 552 in blocked, 19,872 damage. Right on. KV2 gun sometimes shoots way off the aiming point. Yeah. Sometimes it does. I mean, you're shooting 152 millimeters of metal at somebody. So yeah, what was that? That's 15.2 centimeters. It's what, 2 centimeters to an inch. You're shooting like a 8 inch shell into somebody. Converting for American viewers, of course. So yeah, you're shooting that kind of lead at somebody. Like, geez. Like, that's a pretty big shell to come out of a tank. Like, that's basically like a destroyer. Like, literally, like, this is kind of like the turret of a destroyer, basically, with that gun on it. So that's the kind of firepower you're throwing out in a tank. So yeah, I mean, you 152 millimeters. Like, you figure what the Sherman was 75, 76 millimeters. So that's what, 7.6 centimeters, 7.5, and then for the Germans, the most part. So like, I mean, even if they had the 88, it's only 8.8 centimeters. Right. So yeah. So if you take basically a German 88 and like double the size of the shell, that's basically what you're pumping out of this thing. Like, can you imagine being in this turret and this big monster firing off? Like, oh my God. Like, how they would have any ears left over. Like, oof. Oof. And you're in a confined space because you got to hold ammo. Plus, you've got to load like the breech and all that. Like, you've got like people sitting in there. You got people in here. Like, that's tight quarters. You figure just what, 2 loaders? So you figure there's what, 6 people in there? So 6 people in this tank. And you're carrying, 152 millimeter shells in there. Like, they were wearing ear protection, but that was still not good enough. Yeah, I don't think it was great. I don't think their ear protection was great. They probably definitely had some ringing going on. And not only that, then if you blocked a shot, you were lucky and you still heard that ping go off. But if a shell ever got through, oh my God. All right, so we got team on the right of us. We're on the left flank. So that means they're going to be about D2, D3, and then D7, D8. Okay, let's head off these 3 guys here. Ooh, that was a 400 hit. 400 plus. Right in the side of that dude. That was a sweet roll. 2 shots and he's out. That's the one thing I love about this tank is just the immense firepower. Like, when you hit, like, it's literally like no other tank out there. Like, when you hit that sweet spot and you like literally just turn enemy tanks into powder kegs afterwards, is just It's just mean. Triple KV2 taken. Oh, I would not want to be on the receiving end of that. Like he turned just to see it. Oh. That's the worst, when you see the shell coming at you as your tank gets blown up. Like that Star Trek 6. The Klingon bird of prey when he was taking on Kirk and Sulu. General Chang. He's just sitting there, or not to be, as the torpedo comes in. So you're just kind of like that moment. Just a moment of futility when it's like, boom. You just know. Oh, he dove down. I thought he was going to go across again. Boom. And our FPS is about, what, 79? So yeah, we're getting pretty good FPS. Okay, 6 kills, 2368 in damage, 658 deflected, 25,038 points, and a partridge in a pear tree. So if you guys are looking to download this game, go to panzerkampf.net. You can download it for free. It will be coming out on Steam soon, soon, rather. Tongue twisted. But rest assured, any progression that you're doing right now will carry over to Steam if you decide to use the Steam launcher exclusively versus the Panzerkampf launcher. Bit of advice I will give you is general graphics quality. I put to medium. That's what we're running. Don't need anything that great. VSync off. As you can see, the other settings that I have here, make sure you click apply on every time you go to change something. Your controls, you can kind of do your own little thing here, put it to however you want, click apply, or you can leave it stock. Audio, I would like adjust this because it can get loud. I've kind of cranked mine all the way down. And obviously make sure you click apply. Now the in-game audio, you will have to control. Just remember your buttons here, because the in-game, like when you're actually in your tank and driving around, that audio is different than, I guess, the other audio. Like it seems to function separate from the master volume that we have here. So keep in mind the buttons, you can adjust accordingly. And again, any changes, make sure you click apply. Always click apply. When you get your tanks, make sure you can adjust whatever shells you want. I just go with whatever they give me, and I make sure automatic resupply is checked, and I click OK. Reason being is you can just keep going into battles and having fun and not remembering, oh crap, I got to load my tank up and end up in battle with no shells. So to save yourself that embarrassment, click automatic resupply. Same thing as your consumables. Load them up. You get 3 of each one. Make sure the automatic resupply is on. So that way, you don't even need to worry about it. It's automatically done for you. And every time you go into battle, your tank is ready to go. So it just saves you, a world of trouble. Another thing is you can go to the store. That's your little shopping cart here with tracks. Get your free offer every day. Go in, get it. Even if that's all you can do, just go in, grab it, because you'll get gold. You'll get all kinds of stuff. It's free. Why not? Daily orders are nice, easy to follow, easy to do. All you have to do is once you've completed them, remember to go back in and click on the get button. So that way you can actually get your gold and all that. So you can rack up your gold pieces, and you can use them to try out things like VIP, or premium time, premium pass, whatever have you. You can usually buy, I think it's 1 day for 400 gold. So you can kind of try it before you buy it, kind of thing. And it's all free to play stuff. I mean, you can earn everything in here just by playing and grinding and grinding and grinding. There's tournaments here that just by playing, once the timer goes up, depending on where you place, you'll get gold pieces as well. So the developers are very nice in that they're not always in your pocket. They're giving you loads of free stuff just by playing the game. So you can grind out and you can get your stuff. There's no premium special tanks. There's no kind of special premium ammo or any of that, headache stuff from World of Tanks that you might not be a fan of right now. But each to their own. But just speaking from a Panzerkampf standpoint, hey, everything in game, you can grind it out and get free to play. The only thing you can't get free to play, mind you, is the 3D skins. These are, if you want, you don't have to at all. It just kind of a way to support the developers. If you want to, you can purchase the camouflage for each one of these tanks, and you can help support the developers directly if you want to. Don't have to. Again, like your premium tank status, 400 gold pieces, you can try it. Now, the difference between premium pass and premium tank pass, in case people don't know, is the premium pass, it's account wide. It's whatever tank you're playing, doesn't matter. Gives you 50% more silver, and you'll see the breakdown in the post-match screen. You can see the non-premium versus premium. You can kind of see how that balances out, but you get more silver regardless of whatever tank. If you have a particular tank that you like, for example, let's say you love the KV2 as much as I do, and that's all you want to play. You want to play it till your heart's content. You can get premium tank status, and that'll activate just specifically for that tank. So if you're looking for bang for your buck, I would go premium pass. If you're looking to min-max and you play a particular tank, you can put premium pass and premium tank status on and really kick up your silver earnings. Silver you can purchase here with gold pieces. Your gold you can purchase here with funds if you want. There's these little C token things here. I'll show you exactly what those are in a minute, so keep that in the back of your mind. Your special offers are your daily kind of bonuses that they give you, and also special offers is where you can get your freebie every day. So remember those C tokens. So people are like, oh, what are the C tokens for? C tokens are here. They're VIP credits, so they can go and level you up. Now as you level up, going from VIP level 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, etc., you'll see as you go up VIP level, you get bonuses like 15% battle profit to silver, upgrades are cheaper, and you get a one-time reward. Because I hit VIP level 3, I got 30 gold pieces. Once I hit 4, then I'll get 40 and 55, 50, and so forth and so forth. And you can see kind of the things you get here. Now you're like, oh, Kate, how can I get free-to-play stuff. Okay, very simple here. First battle every day, you get 1 token. First battle every day with your premium pass, you get 5. If you purchase an item in the shop, remember those C tokens I was showing you? Depends on whatever you buy, you will get those VIP credits on whatever you purchase. And as you can see, as you level up here, you get all that bonus stuff. But again, you don't have to come out of pocket. You can just play. At least you'll get one point every day if you go full free to play. So eventually you will level up your VIP level, free to play. So can't stress that enough. There's your tournaments. You have leagues. The more you play, and obviously, the better you perform, you'll go up on your leagues, and you'll get, extra, bonuses and stuff like that. So yeah, as you can see, you can go from rookie all the way up to veteran 5. I mean, you can keep going. So I'm on beginner 3. Obviously, if I played a lot more, I'd probably be higher up. But there's that. Let me see here. Player rank. You earn rank by playing. As you rank up, you will get rewards. I am on corporal level 1 of 4. So as you can see, you can rise up the ranks and hit all the way to 4-star Army General. And then I'm sure that the star and the chevron, I think maybe there might be a difference in reward at the star level. And then it kind of maybe goes back to maybe a normal kind of thing. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't got there yet, so we'll get there together. Even though I'm a CC, I tried to leave it as simple of a straightforward, just like you grind as possible. So, as I'm going, you're going, and we're going together. So we'll figure it out. Your name. A lot of people ask, I can't change my name. You have to play about 10 to 15 battles, and then you'll see a pop up and it'll ask you to, assign your name or change it to whatever you want. Just a couple things. One, to make sure that you're serious about playing and you actually want your name. And 2, it prevents people from just stealing, and creating 8 billion different names. So it couldn't be like, for example, I want to be Kai Sanat, so I'll take his name. So if he ever tries to play this game, he can't. I've got to invest at least 10 or 15 battles in before I can name myself. So it cuts down on that. And then you can click on your name. You can see your battle performance, kind of see how you're stacking up. You can see battle log, how you did. You can see what kind of medals you've earned. If you highlight over them, it'll tell you what each one is. Executioner is the only one I didn't get. We were close on that one battle, but that KV1 killed us with APCR. But if I would have taken out all 8 tanks by myself, I would have gotten that medal. But that battle was the closest I've ever gotten. So there's that. You can click on tank stats and you can actually see your individual tanks, how you're performing and stuff like that, all the way down to your gun accuracy. I will say the German Panzer II and Panzer II Luch, don't worry. Everybody seems to take a hit in the accuracy levels here. Simply it's because the way the gun works. It doesn't just fire one shell at a time. It shoots multiple shells. So unless you hit an active target with all your shells, it'll count each shell that doesn't hit as a miss. So you can rack up misses or, inaccurate shots very quickly. One of the easiest ways is if you need one shell to take out a tank and you've, hit your button and all 3 of your shells fire, it's like pow, 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 right? And then one hits and the other 2 obviously are hitting a dead tank. Those 2 out of the 3 will count as a miss. So, naturally you'll have that. But who knows? Maybe you'll be better at it than I am and your accuracy will be higher. Who knows? But you can kind of see how you're stacking up. You can see, what tank you play the most battles in, what your win percentage is, total kills, damage, how much you've deflected, all that good stuff, right? So all that's in there. I know I'm not 100% accurate with my KV2, so do take this with a little grain of salt, wink wink. But I'm sure that'll get all fixed up by the time they're all said and done. Mind you, keep in mind, this game is still in beta, it's still in development, so there'll be little quirks and things, but for the most part, it's good. You can click on this little talkie dialog box icon over here. It'll get you invited directly to the Panzerkampf official Discord. I'd recommend joining there. The developers are very quick to answer you. They're very polite, very informative. They want you to be happy. There's Q&A, there's bug reports, there's feedback, there's oh God, you name it. It's there. Anything Panzerkampf is there. And usually, depending on your time zone, you might get an answer to your question quicker than I would, because they're over in the Czech Republic. So you EU folks will probably get an answer quicker than I will in NA. But hey, it's a good resource, and the developers are more than happy to have you there and answer all your questions. Even if I can't, you can hear it straight from the horse's mouth, and they're more than happy to help you out there. Cool thing, armor profile for every tank. You can see it. Kind of tells you armor angles are counted from the vertical axis, so you can kind of see, where the weak spots are, and better yourself if you want to min-max and really get into all the maths and all that stuff. You can kind of do that. And in case you're curious, I want to know about this tank before I buy it. Click, go in here, go to whatever tank you want to look at, click the 360 button, and then you can hit the armor profile, and then it'll show you as well. So that was a feedback that was submitted that people were asking about. So there you go. And as beautiful as these tanks look in medium quality graphics, I can only imagine how they're going to look in like the max settings. And then even so, the developers have told me they want to make these tanks look even better. So they plan on really giving these a once over again graphically once they're ready to go with that. So as good as they look now, they're only going to hopefully look way better later on. So if that's something that tickles your fancy, there you go. They go from tier 1 to tier 8 or 9, sorry, tier 9. They have US, Soviet, and German tanks. I believe the UK tanks are coming out. I know they're working on it. Germans, they have tank destroyers. There is another tank destroyer that's coming out in update 0.300. So there's plenty coming out. There would be tank brigades, which are clans, platoon stuff that'll be coming. So sky's the limit, boys. There's a lot coming. In max graphics, they look really nice. Right on. Jamba, how's it going, buddy? Hello, 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 hello. So yeah, I mean, I mean, depending on your graphics card, obviously you might have, your graphics card, obviously your monitor as well, whatever equipment you have. You know what I mean? Obviously, the higher up on the scale you go, the better things are going to look. I'm lucky enough to have a 3090 Ti. So that kind of makes everything look good there. Oh, and before I forget, for the NVIDIA graphics people out there, there has been an update to the graphics driver. There is a new graphics driver, because I know it was 572.83 was an issue for a lot of people with a lot of different things. There has been a graphics driver update So there is a newer one. I believe it was released April 18th, I believe it was. And it fixes those issues. So you might want to make sure that you've updated to that graphics driver, because that'll kind of help you out if you're running into any issues with 572.83. So just passing it on to the fellow gamers out there that might have NVIDIA cards. If you got an AMD card, hey, cool. AMD, I like those cards as well. So I could go either or. I'm really liking the info I'm hearing about the 9070 AMD card and the XT. It's very promising, and it's, for me, it's good because I mean the more awesome cards we have, the better it is for us as gamers, because I mean more competition is good, because then it forces everybody else to kind of, you know, get better and cheaper, which is a win-win for everybody, right? So that's that. Don't do it. It's not much better. My sound went when I put that on. Which one? Which one, Life Gaming? You went and got the newest graphics driver? I don't know why graphics would affect your sound, but I mean, who knows? But yeah, odd. I don't know. I'm running Windows 11 24 H2 and yeah, the newest updates and all that, and the newest graphic driver, and I seem to be okay, I guess. I mean, who knows? I mean, if it, are you doing a clean install of graphics drivers? I mean, I'm not 100% sure. It could be all kinds of things. But you could also roll back your graphics driver if it's not working for you, right? I mean, each to their own. The latest driver lost sound, so I downgraded to the older one. Wow, you lost sound? That's odd, because I haven't. If anything, it's like I've just noticed it's performed better, because I got the trouble driver and I was having problems, a little bit of problems with it, and then I went to this newest driver and that seems to have fixed all that. So odd. But I mean, if it could be the card that I'm having as well. Like not every card, even like the same manufacturer. Like I have an Asus Tough Gaming one. So even if you have two identical cards, they're not really identical. So I don't know. But I mean, if you've got a graphics driver that's working for you, great. My thing is more along the lines of, you know, if people were that had downloaded that graphics driver that needed still to kind of figure things out, there was a newer driver that I downloaded that works, and I do a clean install every time. So the newest graphic driver seems to work for me. If it doesn't work for you, then, you know, as you've done, you've downgraded to the older one. If that one works for you, great. You know, it's kind of a thing. If it's not broke, don't fix it, right? But if you did happen to partake in the 572.83 thing and get bing bonged, you know, there's options for you, because I know some people were waiting for a newer driver, and maybe they knew, maybe they didn't know, but each to their own. Okay. So it's about 4:00 for me, so I'm going to call it here, because I got to go get, dinner ready and all that good stuff. And then we're back again, in a couple hours. So, I've got my regularly scheduled stream in 3 hours. So I got to get dinner ready and all that other good stuff, before we come back for that. But we're going to put a raid on. We're going to take you guys over to the official Panzerkampf, channel. And we'll go and say hello to them. Stick around for the raid. we'll go say hi to them and all that good stuff. And again, thank you everybody for tuning in. We're going to be back at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So that's about 3 hours between now and then. And I hope to see you guys all back then. If not, hey, we will catch you when we can. We stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern, all that good stuff. Feel free to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, or X. And if you haven't yet, smash the follow button down below. This VOD will be up on Twitch and YouTube shortly. So, thank you, everybody. You guys have been amazing. Hopefully we will catch you later on tonight. If not, we'll catch you on another stream. Keep in mind, I am going to try and put in some extra daytime streams for you EU viewers. So you guys can have a chance to hang out and have all that good stuff. But until the next time, like I said, thank you very much, everybody. You guys stay frosty, stay chilled, and let them know when you get over there. A2K sent you. Use your emotes, your A2K raid, whatever you got. Just bing bong them and tell Barbarossa we said hi. So until then, take her easy, guys. A2K is out. Have a good one. Thank you again.